So hello all my dearest students of South India. I hope you all are doing good and I hope your exams are going on great. So here I come for you all to give you an ABC analysis for your upcoming CA final and direct tax paper number 7 for your November 2023 exams. Today we are going to actually make an analysis of which topics are more important for us during the exams and which topics are less important for us and which topics are least important for us during the exams, so that we can prioritize our time, energy, efforts, etc. according to the weightage of that topic in the examination. So I'm going to tell you around 8 to 9 topics. If you do those 8 to 9 topics thoroughly, completely, which you should be able to this time, because this time you have got time of around 2.5 days, because you have got 2 days holiday before your direct tax paper. All credit goes to the Diwali. Okay. So, and happy Diwali to all of you in advance. So, because of that, you all are blessed now that you are going to get 2 days time. So, you should make maximum utilization, optimum utilization of these 2 days. Okay. So here I'm going to tell you the category wise segregation of your entire syllabus, which topics are A category topics, which topics are B category topics, which topics are C category topics. The A category topics covers around 8 to 9 chapters, which will be coming in the exam for at least 60 marks out of 100 marks. So if you do A category thoroughly, completely, with all the concepts, all the questions, all the case laws, everything properly, then you will be in a comfortable and safe position to complete what? To complete your entire direct tax in what? In around 2.5 days. And you will be very safe. You'll be very comfortable with the subject. You don't have to worry about the subject. Okay. So without wasting any further time, we will see the A category first. So now these are our A category topics which you have to ratta these. Ratta means you have to by heart this to the core, to the extent it is possible from your side. Try to by heart these topics to the extent it is possible. Now the very first topic over here is PGBP obviously. When I say PGBP, it will also include partnership firm, MAT with Ind AS part also, AMT also, profit link deductions also, ATI, ATIB and 10AA. Now all these topics collectively will come for 15 to 18 marks. All of them are part and parcel of business and profession only. Okay. And one question will come, that is the very first question, which will be compulsory question in your examination, which will come for what? Which will come for 14 marks. First question will be 14 marks, that will be compulsorily on PGBP, computation of total income and tax liability, and computation of your alternative tax regime also sometimes. Okay. So the first question will be definitely on PGBP. Therefore, it is our duty to do this topic thoroughly. The second is TDS and TTS, TCS, which will 100% come for 8 marks, 2 marks each. So there will be 4 questions generally which will be of 2 marks each, or there might be 2 questions of 4 marks each. In all, 8 to 10 marks TDS and TCS will definitely come. So if we know that some topic is going to definitely come in exam, it is our duty to rectify them. It is our duty to just by heart them like anything, that we have to see the provisions from every angle that is possible, because we are very sure that this topic is going to come in the exam. Next one is taxation of trust. The trust topics will come for around taxation of trust, charitable and religious trust will come for around 8 marks. There can be 2 types of question which can come. Either they will ask you 2 marks questions which will work out to around 8 marks, or they must ask you one single question of 8 marks. If they ask you 2 marks question, there will be small case studies of 2 marks each. And if they ask you an 8 mark question, there will be a computation question on 8 marks. Okay. Then alternative tax regime, high chances of this coming in the examination in the form of either MCQ or in the form of mixed question. Like in PGBP, they will test you 115BAA. So what all things come in alternative tax regime? 115BA, 115BAA, 115BAC, 115BAB, 115BAD. These are the 5 sections which are there in alternative tax regime. You have to go through all of them very, very, very carefully, especially 115BAA, 115BAB and 115BAC. These 3 are very important. Then coming to international taxation, your non-resident taxation will come for around 8 to 10 marks. Your DTAA, FTC, when you are doing DTAA, also do the FTC rules with DTAA, which will come for around 4 to 5 marks total. DTAA plus FTC taking together, both of them will come for around 4 to 5 marks. Then your transfer pricing provisions will come for around 8 marks in the examination. Your equalization provision will come for around 4 marks approximately in the examination. And if possible, at least if not possible, to do the entire case laws which we have done it in class. We have done around 55 to 60 case laws in class which are there in your study material. If it is not possible to do entirely, at least go through the latest case laws which I have uploaded on YouTube, for which I have given a small summary also. At least do it from there. There are around 13 new case laws added by ICI for November 2023 exams. So at least do that much. If not possible to do entirely, at least do that much. Okay. At least that much. Anyways, you should get time to do entirely because you have 2.5 days to complete the batch, to complete the syllabus. So you should be able to complete all the 50-60 case laws. But still, if time does not permit you, at least do the latest case laws. Now, if you do all these topics thoroughly, when I say thoroughly, you should remember all the provisions, all the case laws, you should solve all the problems, etc., etc., etc. All the amendments should be seen properly. Everything should be done properly. These topics will come for 60 marks, and our target should be that we should score at least 45 out of these 60 marks. At least 45. Nothing less than 45, I would accept it. I want at least 45 from you all to score out of 60 marks in these topics. Is it clear, all of you? I hope it is clear. Now, let's come to the B category topics. Now, what does B category topic include? First of all, this first three topics, which will come for around 10 to 12 marks, maximum 14 marks. Now, these topics are very big part of your syllabus, like return filing, like assessment procedure, like powers of income tax authority, like rectification, appeal, revision, collection, recovery, penalties. It's a very, 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 very big part of your syllabus. So, therefore, such a big part, but it will come for 10 to 12 marks. That is the reason I have kept this in B category, because it's a very big part, first of all. Secondly, it's a complicated part, it's a tricky part, it's one of the difficult part of your syllabus. So doing so much for 10 to 12 marks to 14 marks is not worth. At least we cannot give priority to these topics, at least over what? Over PGBP or non-resident or transfer pricing, which are easy also, which are not complicated also, which are which have more weightage also. Therefore, I will not give much weightage to this particular topic. That's the reason, but it will come in exam for 10 to 12 marks, 14 marks. Then DRC, I am not sure. Now, some topics which I am not sure whether they will come or not. I am not sure, but it may come, it may not come. Probability slightly higher than C category topics. Alternative investment fund, it may come, it may not come. Probability slightly higher than the topic of what? Than the C category topics. VDA less chances, because last attempt May 23 they have already asked one question on VDA, virtual digital assets, so there are less chances this attempt. Capital gains, sure shot will come 8 to 10 marks, but again a very big topic for 8 marks, for 10 marks, and that too it's a very unpredictable topic. Let me tell you very clearly, let me give you very clearly a disclaimer. This is a topic which can come for 8 marks also, 4 marks also, no marks also, 20 marks also. Sometimes long back, around 7-8 years back in 2016, I guess they have asked this topic for 20 marks. But after that, they only asked for around 6 to 8 marks, 6 to 8 marks, 6 to 8 marks, not more than that. So capital gains, not a very, very A category topic. Okay. Yes, it is important. It will come in exam. Taxation of gift and dividend, I am not sure. Updated return, it may come, it may not come, because again in the last attempt it was asked. 6 marks MCQ was asked on updated return. So again, it is very difficult to repeat that. Business trust, again it may come, it may not come. For example, it may come, and I'm not sure. If it comes for around 4 to 5 marks. GAR, it may come, it may not come. If it comes, it will come in the last question. But the problem of GAR is the GAR will come with in the last question, generally in the question number 6. But along with GAR, there will be certain other topics like, let me tell you, overview of model convention, interpretation of tax treaties and BEPS. All these topics generally student leaves. Do you remember that? These topics are generally the topics which students do not remember. They feel very bored to remember these topics. These are theoretical topics, right? So that's the reason students leave all those topics. So GAR will come with those topics. So if you are doing those topics, then do GAR. If you are not doing those topics, GAR is also a waste of time. Why? Because question number 6, sub part 1 will be GAR for 4 to 5 marks, and the remaining part 8 to 9 marks will be on those small topics. So if you are doing, do as a complete package, both of them, or else I would not say leave it, but at least go through it once. But doing both of them as a complete package will give you more leverage during the exam to select more questions, and you will get more options in the exams. Okay. Now this entire category will come for around 20 to 25 marks, not more than that. This entire category. Okay. Now the C category will have your remaining topics left over. Taxation of various entities. Now I'll tell you from all the topics what are important sections. At least that you can see if time does not permit you to go through entirely. Taxation of various entities, at least see cooperative society provision. Set off and carry forward, at least see section 79. Securitization trust, not very important. Mutual fund, not very important. Advance tax, not very important. Bonus and dividend stripping, not very important. Just try to wrap these topics at the end in half an hour. Everything should be completed. Chapter 6 say, yes, some sections are important, but the most important one is this one, 80 JJAA. You might have seen in your past paper also, past paper compilation. Then at many adjustments, the government, the institute is testing us what? The institute is time and again testing us the provisions of 80 JJAA, which is on employment. So this is a very important section. Board for advanced ruling, not very important. Vodafone case law is a dicey one. It may come, it may not come. It has not yet asked, it has not yet been asked in your paper 7 direct tax. Yes, in paper 6C elective paper they have asked this Vodafone case law a lot of times, but in paper 7 they have not tested. So they might test, they might not test, that I cannot say. That is a very dicey one. If time permits, go through this topic at least. Then your theory topics, some comes application, diversion, not very important. Then these 3 theory topics which will come along with GAR. So if you are doing GAR and these 3 topics, then it becomes a complete package. You can solve your question number 6 generally very easily. Okay. Segregated portfolio, not very important. Tonnage taxation, not very important. Miscellaneous amendments, not very important. Odd case law, if time permits, go through them. If time does not permit, don't go. That is your choice personally. Okay. If time does not permit, don't go through them. If time permits, go through them. They might ask you 1 question for 4 marks or 2 questions for 8 marks. That is the maximum weightage which can come out of the old case laws. Okay. Last but not least, faceless assessment, not very important. You can leave it, not very important. That is very difficult. It is very difficult to ask you questions on what faceless assessment. And last, really last but not least, what about salary and house property? Absolutely not important. You would realize that you don't have time also to do what? Salary and house property during exams. Okay. So on the day of exam, do you have the time to do salary, house property and all those small topics? Not possible. Okay. If time permits, do. Anyways, in the new course from May 2024 onwards, they have removed salary and house property. Both of them have been removed. Okay. Now, tax rates must be seen. Tax rates have to be seen. You have to see tax rates, all of them separately. Individual tax rates, HUF, company, firm, LLP, AOP, BY, cooperative society, all those tax rates you have to see. You have seen the alternative tax regime already in category 1, category A, but you have to see tax rates separately. So this is how you are going to approach if you follow this approach properly. Category A, if you thoroughly do it, we all should have a target of 45 out of 60 at least. Category B, we should have a target of at least 10 out of 25. Category C, we should have a target of at least 5 out of 15. This will make our total at least 60. Now, over and above this, if you work harder, you can increase this marks. If you work harder, at least if you work harder in category A, you can make this 50. If you can make this 50, this will become 65. You can make this 55. This will become 70. And if you get 70, somewhere around 70, that's a great mark in direct tax. This is considered to be a borderline for great. Okay. So anybody who scored around 70 marks in direct tax is a great. Is not a normal person, is a great person. So you have to have this target. For that, you need to have what? A complete guidance of which topic are having more weightage. Otherwise, what will happen? You will specifically spend more time, say, on capital gains, on assessment. You will spend 5 hours, 6 hours on those topics, and those topics will hardly come for around 10 to 15 marks. And then you will say that I have given so much time and nothing has come out of it. That should not happen. That's the that's the main objective of making this particular video for all of you, and especially recording in English after recording in Hindi. It's not an easy task. Please try to understand my pain, all of you, my dearest South Indian students. Please try to understand my pain. It's not an easy task to record the same video twice. First in Hindi and again that in English. It's not an easy task. It's a very, very, very difficult task for me to do it. But I'm doing it for you all because nobody else is doing it for you. And that's the only reason I'm doing it for you all. Because you guys should not be left out. I can speak a little bit English. Whatever English I know, I have learned from English medium school. So whatever English I know, I'm trying to portray my message. I'm trying to convey my message to you all. And I hope you all are understanding the message so far. So that's it from my side. Very soon I'll be coming with one more video on how to revise your entire direct tax in 2.5 days. So once you will approach that, you will come to know that how should be your roadmap, which topic should be given how much time to revise in 2.5 days, and how much topic should be given to A category, B category, C category, how much time should be given to question bank, how much time should be given to RTPs, MTPs, so on and so forth. So we are going to do all of them in the next few days. Take care all of you till then. Bye all of you. Take care. Peace.